everyone, welcome back. So with the new release of the Mockingjay Part 2 trailer and the release of the Scorch Trials and probably the release of the Allegiant trailer sometime in the distant future, I decided to do a book to movie adaptation where I tell you some of my favorite and some of my not so favorite book to movie adaptations. So let's get started. So probably my favorite book to movie adaptation is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows by J.K. Rowling. Putting this movie into two parts was probably the smartest thing that they've done. I know a lot of people say that it's really stupid that they broke it apart, but then you get into the problem like they did in the fourth and more the fifth and the sixth movie. The movies were only 2.5 hours long, and the books are so intricate and they get so complex as the series progress that you lose so much of the details, the important details, and they missed a lot of it. And I think the seventh movie was just absolutely fantastic. It stayed true to the book, the acting was fabulous, and I mean, there's no cons, everything was just amazing about that movie. Going off Harry Potter, I also think that the first and the second book are very good book to movie adaptations. They stay true to the book. For 11 and 12-year-old kids, the acting is just amazing. So A+ for Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and the Chamber of Secrets. Another favorite book to movie adaptations are the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Those movies are just amazing. The acting is fantastic, the special effects, and they just really stayed true to the book. The biggest thing that I judge a book to movie adaptation on is how true they stay to the book. The Lord of the Rings, fantastic movies. They really did just so well, and I think they did so well because they are so long. Now, going to The Hobbit. I don't know how they took a book of this size and turned it into three-hour movies. The first movie, I thought it was good. I was excited. I enjoyed the extras that they put into the movie that obviously did not happen in this book. But then when it came to the second movie, still interested. But once the third movie came out, honestly, I was kind of done. Unfortunately, not my favorite book to movie adaptation. Next, I have The Host by Stephenie Meyer. Loved this movie. Saoirse Ronan, fabulous as always. The acting was good. Ian was kind of a hottie. You know, there were some cheesy lines, and then I think that maybe they could have developed Wanda Ian a little bit more, but it's hard because it's a 600-page plus book and you're trying to turn that into 2.5-hour movie. So I think maybe if they had done less Melanie and Jared, because when the book starts, Melanie and Jared already have a relationship. They're already in love. A big point of the book is the development of Wanda and Ian's relationship, and so I wish they had done a little bit more of that, maybe less flashbacks with Melanie and Jared and then more development in Wanda and Ian's relationship. One of my next favorite book to movie adaptations is Breaking Dawn by Stephenie Meyer, more specifically Part 2, and more specifically the ending of Part 2. The ending of Breaking Dawn Part 2 was just, oh my gosh, it was fantastic. It was genius. The way they gave us an epic battle, like an epic final battle, and essentially just ripped all of the fans' hearts out, but still stayed true to the book. I'm sorry, but it was genius. It was fantastic. Another favorite book to movie adaptation I have are The Chronicles of Narnia, the BBC version, and more specifically, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is one of my favorite books. I believe I read it in 4th or 5th grade, and I loved it. I fell in love with the story and the magic involved. When I saw the movie around the same time, loved it. Like what I pictured in the story, I could see on the screen. I really do enjoy the BBC version of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Now, when I rewatch it, still love it, still fantastic. But I can see why they remade it. I mean, there's not that much special effects. The characters, they're supposed to have a pretty decent age gap between the two eldest and the two youngest, but all four of the characters kind of look like they're the same age, so they really stepped that up with the second movie that came out. Another one of my favorite book-to-movie adaptations is Divergent. I really loved the Divergent movie. I liked the movie better than I liked the book, which leads me to Insurgent. I'm sorry, but I did not like that movie. The acting was great, but it didn't do much for me, unfortunately. Too much special effects. But I personally did not like that book-to-movie adaptation. And my last favorite book-to-movie adaptation that I'm going to share with you is Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I loved that movie. Loved that movie. It was really fun. Stayed true to the book. It still stays one of my all-time favorite movies. Now I'm gonna quickly jump into some of my not so favorite book-to-movie adaptations. I've already given you a few. The 5th and 6th Harry Potter, The Hobbit, Insurgent. I have 3 more that I have to share with you today. The first one being Ella Enchanted by Gail Carson Levine. Levine, sorry. Great book, but just why? Why? I'm pretty sure she's supposed to be a lot younger. They just took like the overarching plot and threw in the rest of the details, just made up the rest of the details. They didn't stay true to the book, and it really bothered me. It still bothers me. The next book-to-movie adaptation that I did not care for is Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. Oh my goodness. I haven't read the first Vampire Academy in a while, but if I remember correctly, it was not a comical book. Pretty serious. People died. Lisa, she gets a dead cat in her room. Just not a very comical book, but turned the movie into a comedy, sort of. Maybe I need to rewatch it, but when I watched it, I was just not... like, this just does not seem like Vampire Academy to me. Which leads me to probably one of the worst book-to-movie adaptations, Percy Jackson by Rick Riordan. Yeah, I don't even think you can say that movie is based on this book. I watched the movie Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. I first saw the movie. I thought it was entertaining. I really liked the Greek mythology. So I decided to read the series. I just did not see how they took this book and made that movie. In the book, the kids are 11, 12 years old, but they made them 16 and 17 years old. Then the second movie came out, Sea of Monsters, and oh, I was just even more disappointed. If you loved these movies, that's great. I'm so happy that you loved these movies, but I personally did not. Well, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please comment down below. I'd love to hear some of your favorite book-to-movie adaptations. Thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you like my video. I'll see you soon with another one. Bye.